DRUTORIALS, guitar lessons, tour stories, musical interludes by me, Drew DeCaro. As a producer and songwriter and player, I've been fortunate to work with some of my favorite artists, travel to faraway places. But guitar is where it's always been at for me. That's where it all started. I'm always learning new things, trying to create my own sound on stage and in the studio. I put together a series to show you how I play some of my favorite songs, tell you what I'm thinking when I do it. My name is Drew DeCaro, and these are DRUTORIALs. What's up, guys? This is Drew, back again with another DRUTORIAL. I'm at Drew DeCaro. I play guitar. I'm here in the PRS showroom in LA, playing all the guitars that my heart desires. The one I got right now you guys might recognize as Snow White, which is the guitar that I'm always seen playing with Miguel. However, if you look close enough, this is actually the mother of Snow White, the predecessor, the prototype, the precursor. And my buddy Win, who is the PRS, godfather, allows me to play it, when I ask nicely. So anyhow, that's what you're going to be hearing, and what you're going to be learning is a little song called Do You, which is from Miguel's album Kaleidoscope Dream. And I get a lot of requests for this song in particular because it's super guitar heavy. There's a lot of guitar stuff going on it, a lot of cool like reggae bass things happening. And more so than a lot of the tunes on the record, it's just like very band centric. So for that reason, I really like playing it. So check it out. Pretty simple chords, but there's some cool little things in between. So let's see if we can't like shed some light on it. The verse goes as follows. It's F sharp major to C sharp minor. Here's your F sharp major and your C sharp minor. We're gonna get to this F sharp minor. If you watch one of my tutorials about Adorn, I say sometimes I like to leave the low voicings for the hook, and I'll take those and bring them up an octave for the verse. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do on this tune. So this F sharp, instead of playing it back here, we're gonna take a C shape and bring it all the way up to our 6th position. Cool? So it's like the C that you know, but we're bringing it up here, so it's now F sharp major. Feel me? And then we'll play that and we'll go to C sharp minor. That's the verse. It sounds like this. Let me show it to you, then let me show it to you. Cool, so what's going on there? Well, here's our F sharp major. I'm taking the root off just because I don't need to play it. Jamie, our bass player, tends to be playing that, and it's, I sort of give myself, it's part of the reggae sort of dub style where you're going to play fractions of chords, little parts of the chord, as opposed to strumming through the whole thing. So that's just, stylistic thing. So now I'm just playing these 3 notes of the F sharp, and I'm hammering on to the 5th, B natural to C sharp. Feel me? F sharp. Very end, I hammer on the 5th to the 6th, which is a C sharp to a D sharp. If all those notes and names and frets are flying by you, for sure, press pause and like take your time. Learn it, So that's the chord, and then you're gonna notice it in the right hand is where like the funk is really happening. I'm doing this palm muting thing, which again is very indicative of the dub style that the song sort of flirts with, and it allows you to do a lot of this sort of like chicken picking, it's just very plucky. It's a very cool like percussive style. So again, check out what's going on over here, palm mute, and then over here F sharp major. Hip, and then we just bring this whole thing back 2 frets, slide it back, and now you're in a C sharp major. And there I sort of open it up a little bit on the right hand and just get a lot of hammer-on action happening here. stuff, right? So essentially, you got those 2 chords, pretty simple. We like bringing it up here and doing a lot of cool work with the right hand. That's what brings this song to life. That's what makes it sound like what it sounds like when I play it. So practice that over here. Practice doing dynamic stuff with your right hand and making phrases with the right hand. It's not all this flash over here all the time. I always tell my students that, yeah, this is like where everybody sort of focuses, but the real music is made over here in the right hand. So anyhow, take that for what it's worth. How does the hook go? That's the verse. You guys got that. The hook is as follows. The song is in B major. The hook starts on B major. Right here, 7th fret. Big old bar chord that everybody's pretty well familiar with. 2nd chord, F sharp major. But it's the same as the verse, but now we're going to bring it back to this octave down here. Just because we're in the hook and my RJ is playing louder on the drums and the crowd screaming a little bit louder, so you play a little chunkier chord. F sharp major, and then the last chord is another C sharp minor. So all we've done in the hook is just added B major, which is the root of the tune. And unlike the verse where I'm plucking and palm muting, we just strum right through it. Sounds like this. Do you like drugs? Drugs? Me too. Well, do you like hugs? Hugs? Yeah, well, me too. It's what we're gonna do. Now here's a little sneak trick right here. Stole that from the Beatles. What that chord is called a minor 4 chord. All you really need to know is the E minor, and it's a sound where it's been in plenty of Beatles songs, plenty of pop music. It's, you know, listen for it because it's a cool little trick. You just take that C sharp minor, walk it up 2 frets, walk it up 1 more fret. Really choice chord right there. Just a nice little bit of just, you know, color. And then we get back to the verse. You guys got that, right? The part people are always asking me about is the bridge, so let me walk you guys through that. Really cool little cascading arpeggiated part. It starts on A flat minor or G sharp minor. Okay, that's a minor chord on the 4th fret. And basically what we're doing is we're going to take the top half of this chord and we're going to do what is now sort of the 3rd right hand bit of this song. First verse, it's a lot of palm muting. Hook, you're now strumming. For the bridge, you're now arpeggiating across. So it's my job as a guitar player to, you know, be making statements through the different parts and have, you know, be articulating, basically have a contour to the song. That's where this right hand really comes in, very important. So here it goes. This is the bridge. Watch real quick and then we'll show you what it's all about. Cool, so what is that? Pretty simple, just this A minor chord, and what we're doing is we're playing 1 string at a time up towards the ceiling, and then with my sort of free pinky out here, I'm just grabbing other cool notes from the chord and from the scale, and that's how you end up like having a really lyrical guitar part. So watch this, we'll slow it down real quick. We'll tune it and then we'll slow it down. That's guitar 101. Always be in tune. Doesn't matter how dope your singer is or how rad your solos are. If you're out of tune, And sometimes I gotta take my own advice. So check it out one more time. Ready? Pinky. More or less that's what's going on. So that's an A flat minor chord to an E flat minor chord. And the A flat is using a lot of cool pinky stuff and the E flat is using a lot of cool pinky stuff. Walk that down to our C sharp, which we've already played a few times. And then walk it right back up to the E minor, that minor 4 that we were talking about. Pretty hip. Let's put it all together. So the verse, palm muting over here, as follows. Have you ever been in love? And do you still believe in love? Hook. Well, do you like drugs? F sharp. Drugs. Yeah. Well, me too. Do you like hugs? Hugs. Yeah. Well, me too. Is what we're gonna do. Pretty hip. Then the bridge that comes, you know, that's basically the gist for this song. I'd like to maybe show you some of the real big, loud stuff that I do up top towards the end. In every tune, live, I tend to sort of, and the whole band tends to, we don't play the same parts from top to bottom because the song maybe lacks, you know, it needs to have a crescendo, it needs to have a bit of like a story that's being told. So a lot of times the part that I'm showing you at the beginning, it sort of gets bigger and louder and more intense as the song goes on. But you know, you need to start somewhere, so start with that. Listen to what we're doing and like figure out your own way to do it. But one little trick on the inside for the chorus. Now, instead of playing just this boring old B major right here, I play a high B major and I walk it down the scale. And instead of playing this boring F sharp major, I play a high F sharp major and I walk it down the scale. And then instead of playing this C sharp minor, I walk it down. So what is that all about? I'll show you. So that's just your D shape. All the way up here, it's a B chord. B, F sharp, C sharp. More or less, that's Do You Like Drugs? Any questions, hit me in the comments or on Twitter, and you know, I'll try to fill in the gaps. In the meantime, have fun, Art Gang. This has been Drew DeCaro with another DRUTORIAL. Shout out to Paul Reed Smith Guitars, and we'll see you on the next one.